Hello, it's a beautiful spring day here today. Thank you for joining me again. If this is your first time, my name is Deborah Carr. I am a USA Today bestselling author of historical fiction, some of which you can see up there. And I also write, let me pick this up, contemporary romances as Georgina Troy. Some of those are there. I also write thrillers. And there's one of them up there as Ella Drummond. So this is my studio at the moment. It is looking very clean. Look how look, I don't know if you can see the bluebells right at the bottom of the garden there. It's through the netting, so it's quite difficult. But I have actually been cleaning my studio because I was supposed to be filming something today, but it's not now happening, which is fine actually, because I always worry about what I'm going to say. Let me do that. So it's been a busy old time. I don't think I've actually chatted to you for probably a week and a half, maybe. It's a long time. It's been a busy time in my world. Nothing I can share right now, but it's all fine and all good. Writing wise, I have just started my 4th Hollyhock Farm book. So Hollyhock 3 actually came out on Saturday. So again, I'll lift this up. Not doing this very well, am I? Oh, actually, it's here, I think. Is that it? Yes, I think Hollyhock 3 is one of these there. Should actually have a copy here for you, but I don't right now. Sorry, it's over there. Is that up there? Yes, it is. Love Blooms. Love Blooms at Hollyhock Farm. So that came out last Saturday. I have some beautiful, beautiful bouquet from Boldwood, which was really, really kind. Thank you very much, Boldwood. And everyone has been so kind. I've had the most amazing reviews. Thank you to all the bloggers for those. A lot of bloggers post on X. I'm no longer on X because I felt the need to actually come off X finally. But I will be being sent quotes by the bloggers taking part in the week-long blog tour. So I think there's 3 stops for every single day. Massive thank you to those bloggers for taking the time to read and review my book and then post them on Amazon and Goodreads and their websites and that sort of thing. I really do appreciate it, because it's through readers passing on the news about the books they've liked, posting about books they've liked, and certainly massively bloggers who get the first copies of the books that go out there, for also doing that and spreading the word about the books, because there are so many books out every single year now. It's getting harder and harder for your book to actually be noticed. So I'm very grateful to anyone who shares that they've liked any one of my books, because it certainly helps readers find me. And I mean, that's what, for me to actually write for a living, I need to sell books, so I need readers to find me. So thank you if you've bought a copy, and thank you if you've told anyone about the book, or recommended it to anyone else, I should say, because that really certainly helps me. So I'm writing the 4th book, as I said. Now this story, this is Callum's story and Tilly's story. So we met Callum in book 2, I think. He's a DJ. He's very good friends with Brody, and he actually has his own story this time. I won't go into too much detail with it, because although my editor has seen an outline, I've had to change it quite a bit because I've needed extra time to write it. Because those of you who know me and who have been back here many times will know that my husband died nearly 20 months, well, actually just over 19 months now. And so my life changed quite a lot, obviously. And I think the last 3 books I've had, I've needed extra time with, or I've needed to redo quite big edits to the books, I should say. And it's the same in this case. So this book was, obviously I signed my second 4-book contract with Boldwood Books before I even knew my husband was ill. So that you have, when you sign a contract with them, it says when the book has, the day the book needs to be delivered and the date the book, or the month, I should say, the month and the year the book will be published. And obviously my editor at Boldwood and at One More Chapter have been very, very understanding and very, very kind. And this book has had to be delayed. So this fourth book was going to be a Christmas book. And because there's a very small window where a Christmas book can be published, and I will miss that. I probably could have done it, but as Mad said, we don't actually want to pile any more pressure on you than you already have, which was very thoughtful of her, because I would have tried to do it. So I can relax slightly, and the date the book had to be delivered has been delayed by several months, which I'm hugely relieved about, so I can actually enjoy writing it. So yes, this is Callum's story and Tilly's story. So in this book, there's a big family event that's happening, and something happens and it can't now happen at the venue. There's all sorts of chaos. Family members are coming over to the island from overseas. It's a great big drama. And apart from his work as a radio show host, he has to try and help his family sort out this big problem. One of the guests on his radio show, is a very well-known, an A-lister actor who is actually on the island finishing filming a series. And he's obviously the star of the series. And everybody knows this guy as charming and wonderful and just an adorable man, whereas behind the scenes he's not that person at all. Unfortunately, I decided to write this about this actor before, you know, certain things were discovered about certain actors in Hollywood and things like that. So people find out that the personas people put out there to the public aren't actually their real personalities. And that is, and I'm not going to change it because it works well with this book. The whole idea was behind this book. So it's certainly a big part of it. So I'm still going to write this book as I would like to, and I hope it works. And it's not only the actor, but it's his long-suffering PA, Tilly. And she's lovely. She runs around after this annoying man a lot. And she then has to ask Callum for help over something. And they get to know each other. So that's my love interest in this book. It's Callum, the DJ from book 2, and it's Tilly, a new girl who's over on the island, and she's an assistant, a personal assistant to this annoying actor who thinks he's marvellous. And the general public thinks he's marvellous too. So that's part of the story behind it. So I'm really enjoying writing it so far. Haven't done very much, but I'm enjoying it, which is a huge relief. I do tend to, as I've said in the past, take about 30,000 words to really get into the swing of writing a new book. But this one started off better than most, so I'm really quite happy with that. And I have a massively detailed outline. It's a more detailed outline than normally because it's the 4th book in series. And I also have, which you've seen before, these little booklets. So this time, because it's a series, I have got all 4 books. So I had an individual one for book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4 for the characters, and this time I've now put them all together in one. So this is my Hollyhock Farm one. I haven't signed another, I haven't been offered another contract with Boldwood yet anyway, but if they offer me another contract and if I sign another contract with them, I already know the series I want to write. I certainly know a bit about the series, and I know the title of the series that I like. So yes, that's the trouble, because you write as an author, you write so far ahead. So this book is actually out later this year. But for example, my idea, I've already done an outline for my 2026 novel for HarperCollins. You're so far ahead, and I don't even know what year it is half the time, let alone what day it is, all the days. So, but that's fine. That's part of my world, I guess. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I will get on with that, seeing as I spent an hour and a half cleaning and wiping down surfaces and tidying up my studio yesterday. I've also done a bit of a video outside. I've got lots and lots of bluebells. My garden's looking really gorgeous. I've got bluebells and orange blossoms, and everything is starting to look really lovely outside. And I mowed the lawns yesterday as well. So I've done a shorter video for that, which I will post probably in a short, if it's short enough to be a short, but I will post it as well. So thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a great week, and I look forward to chatting with you again next time.